When you think that there's going to be a slow day, it's never going to be a slow day when it comes to Celtic. There is breaking news this afternoon that Celtic are looking at the possibility of getting Kieran Tierney on loan from Arsenal until the end of the season, which means there could be movement with the Greg Taylor situation also. But the big news that came out today was the fact that Celtic's fan liaison officer put out an interesting tweet. He did put out an interesting tweet today. And what is he playing at? John Paul Taylor did put on Twitter, he said, if you're attending the stadium this week, there are roadworks in place on London Road at the Clyde Gateway. London Road is closed eastbound in traffic at present. Today, he means. It is closed today. If attending tomorrow, the advice is to use the Gateway car park. If attending tomorrow. Are Celtic going to delay the Jota signing announcement until tomorrow? And you think about it, it's actually a good idea, because the last thing that Brendan Rodgers needs right now, and I think as if only, the last thing that Brendan Rodgers needs right now is another press conference in such a busy week. He's got a massive game this week down in Birmingham. And the manager's maybe saying, look, can we not just do the one press conference on the Tuesday? There would have been a press conference on the Tuesday. Jota's back. Instagram, it's official. Celtic. Don't tell me. It is official. Forever ours. Celtic have put out #ForeverOurs, and they've got Jota. They're sneaking it out. We will get this one live right in 2 seconds. We will get this. They've just pinned a tweet. Celtic have just pinned a tweet. It is official. He's back. He's back. He is back. That is it. It's official. Jota has returned. He's back. Let's get that on the screen. Brilliant. Absolutely. I couldn't time this any better. Celtic, thank you. Thank you. Absolutely. He's back. Jota is back. Let's get the image up. Let's get it onto here. And we'll get the official image from Celtic. Let's delete every other image. There is only one image you want to see now, and that is it's official. Jota is back. We've done it live again. It's oh, talk about timing. He's back. Yes. Talk about timing. I couldn't do this if I tried. Honestly, it is absolute. But it is official. Jota is back. Yes. We've done it again, Celtic fans. Once again, this is the channel that you need to be watching. Jota is back. Brilliant. Brilliant. Nope, James, he's back. It's official. Screenshot. I knew it. As soon as John Paul Taylor put out that tweet, I knew Celtic was in. Welcome news, brilliant news. Jota is back. We need to change the screen text. Jota is back. The KT Teal also. KT Teal also. Jota confirmed. Gonna hate to change the title of this video. Absolutely brilliant. Jota confirmed. Jota confirmed. You can't get any luckier than that. Honest to God. Absolutely brilliant. Jota confirmed. KT on loan until the end of the season, and then we take him over. But it is confirmed. Jota is... And then the WhatsApp's gone mental. Oh dear. He is back. Oh, I'm too busy. I'm live. Too busy for that nonsense. I am live. Absolutely brilliant news. Jota is back. Yes, I'm going to hate to change the thumbnail. Wait till I do this live. And Jota's back. Uploads. I'm going to have to change the thumbnail for this. He's back. He is back. Oh, talk about luck. Talk about doing things just at the right time. And Jota. Absolutely brilliant. Confirmed. He's back. Jota confirmed. He's back. I can't believe this. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you, Celtic. Thank you for just playing right into my hands. We'll get that up. Jota confirmed. He is back. We've done it live once again. Once again, we've managed to get on air just at the right time. Minutes, absolutely seconds before Jota announced it. Absolute seconds before Celtic announced Jota is back. And absolutely brilliant. Let me just go on to this. Absolutely buzzing to have just been on it at the right time. Absolutely brilliant. Tell me your thoughts about the official news that Jota is back. He is back. Let me just change this thumbnail so anyone that is coming on. The video was, if you're attending the stadium this week, it was all about the tweet that John Paul Taylor put out. I am going to have to put up that image just to show people that it was true. Save that, and then we'll also need to change the name of the video. Confirmed. Pure by chance. Pure chance. Absolute. You could not. Jota confirmed. Absolutely buzzing. buzzing. Change the stream. Everyone's changed it. Yep, everyone's changed. What a wonderful Monday. I can't wait to hear about the Jota song being belted at Baz. Yep, it is. Jota's back in town is the big news. We came on to talk about, the fact that John Paul Taylor, not that one, I will change the image though. John Paul Taylor put out a tweet about an hour or so ago. I'm going to have to reduce the size of that. Get it down there. So this was the tweet that John Paul Taylor put out just an hour ago. No, that's the thumbnail. Everything's all over the place. This is when we knew something was about to happen at Celtic. If you're attending the stadium this week, why? Because the John Paul Taylor would never go out and talk about people attending the stadium unless there's thousands attending. But he did say if you're heading to Glasgow, if you're heading to Celtic Park, if attending tomorrow, for instance, is use the Gateway car park. But the fact is that was the original thumbnail, which we can get rid of that one altogether now. Anyway, absolutely buzzing. Jota is back in the stadium. It is confirmed he is back. Absolutely brilliant news, which means that Celtic will also put out information right now that let's click on the news on the Celtic website and see what they're saying. Absolutely buzzing. At least it's confirmed. At least it is confirmed. Celtic website. Jota delighted to be home. There will be Celtic Football Club is delighted to announce that Jota has returned to paradise. The Portuguese winger signs a 5.5-year contract. Wow, 5.5-year contract. It signs 5.5-year contract. The 25-year-old joins from French side Rennes, where he spent the last 6 months following time in Saudi. It's Jota's second spell with Celtic, having initially joined the Hoops from Benfica back in 2021 on a season-long loan. The first year proved to be great success, with Jota playing his part in helping the club win the Scottish Premier title and the League Cup. After making his move to Celtic permanent, he was an integral part of the squad which won the treble in 2022-23 season. In total, he scored 28 goals in 83 appearances for the Hoops and now has returned to Celtic, joining Brendan Rodgers' squad in the midst of what is an already positive season. The player himself is absolutely delighted to be back at Paradise. Speaking exclusively to Celtic TV, we'll get that up in a minute. After signing for Celtic TV, he says, very nostalgic for me because I had such an amazing feeling the moment that I felt the two reasons I'm here. I am delighted to be back. I am really excited. I cannot wait to get started. Let's just get the interview up. Let's just get the interview up of Celtic and put it out. Celtic, come on. Have they got it on? No, they don't as yet. Do they? No, they've just been doing it at Celtic TV, so that it does go out to say the best thing is Glasgow, besides Celtic, obviously, the people. I feel like I need a place with soul where I feel at home. This is definitely something I was looking for. I think there's no better match than Celtic. I am so excited. The last year and a half had its ups and downs, but that's life, and that's how football is. Now, I just can't wait to get back to hard work and to get along with the lads again and just go and just flow. Jota spoke about the Portuguese pivotal role that manager Brendan Rodgers played in his return. The manager was crucial in me coming here because he told me what I wanted from day one. He explained, he says, we had really good discussions and we were really honest. And at the end, we believe in each other. For me, that's the most important thing. Someone who believes in me, someone that I believe in. And I think that it's really exciting time to be working with someone who has achieved so much and who is giving so much joy and happiness to the Celtic family. Times have changed with two new teammates, new coach, but the idea, the path that Celtic always aims for, it's part of the DNA. I just want to come and help as much as possible and to contribute to the team and achieve big things. Just like the past, we aim to win matches, we aim to give joy, we aim to... There's no end of winning titles. That's what I'm here to do, says Jota. That's absolutely yes. Come on in, son. Come on in. Oh, welcome back, Jota. Jota finally announced at 2:30 this afternoon, the exact time that I was going live. Absolutely, you cannot write it. It was just pure coincidence. The Huns won't be laughing now. We got him cheaper than what we paid Benfica for him. The Huns will be raging. The fact is that Jota is delighted to be back. Also, a fantastic piece of news is that we've got him on such a long year contract. We've got him on a 5.5 year contract. Absolutely buzzing. So even after this year, we've got 5 more years of Jota. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So if anybody wants to come in and buy him, it's another 25 million in the bank. Absolutely buzzing for it. Jota is back. How much did we pay? Who cares how much we paid? 5 million, it's saying. 5 million saying Rambo. We paid 5 million for him. At the end of the day, does the fee really matter? It's a great piece of business when we put it out there. It's a fantastic piece of business. Confirmed. The best news that we can get, there must be, come on Baz, we need the sticker. Who's going to put the ball in the net? Come on Baz, we need that sticker. Brilliant news incoming, Hunskilper, a player that loves and wants to be back at Celtic. 4.5 million, some people are saying. No sell-on fee to Benfica, and no sell-on fee, will there be a sell-on fee to Rennes if Celtic ultimately do sell them on? Let's see. In other breaking news, it is all about Celtic in the last half hour. There's been an update from Sky's Anthony Joseph. He says that Celtic are expected to approach Arsenal to discuss conditions of a possible loan deal for Kieran Tierney until the end of the season. Arsenal have a decision to make with Zinchenko attacking that, and who fucking cares? Just get him back. Get the boys of the Old Brigade back in town. Get the boys of the Old Brigade back in town. That's all I can say. Jota, Rennes winger Jota in Glasgow. And the deal is done. The deal is done. And we're one of the first media platforms to be doing it. Once again, we were live at the very exact time that Celtic announced it. Just unbelievable timing on my behalf. Absolutely unbelievable. You could not make it up. But as soon as the story broke, as soon as John Paul Taylor put out this image, not that one. As soon as John Paul Taylor put out this, we knew something was in the works. For your info, as soon as he put that out, we knew that Celtic had something up their sleeve, and there's no way that Celtic are putting a statement like that out if Celtic fans are not about to descend on Celtic Park in numbers. The boy is back in town. Yes! Forget Kyogo. Now we just need a striker. But it is the best news. It's the news that we've all been waiting for all day. They've done everything to hamper Villa tickets. Oh, Jesus. I'm just... We're now getting loads of grief for the Villa ticket situation. Anyway, Jota confirmed KT on loan from the end of the season. Until the end of the season would be a fantastic move. It just shows that Celtic are working tirelessly. Happy days, Jota's back. Great bit of business getting him back for $5 million on a 5.5 year contract. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, man. Absolutely brilliant. And anyway, that is the Celtic news today. You cannot beat it. You cannot beat it. Arsenal have lots of left backs, to do that. I'll go round and see him when we're playing Dundee, says Parkhead Boy. A lot easier for me to talk to you after the final. After the final sign-off. What? Danny Cassie? What are you talking about? Yes, hotter on the wing. Gus has got it right there. Absolutely buzzing. Brilliant news. Absolutely brilliant news for Celtic. We have Jota in the door. Let's jump over to Rennes and see if Rennes have made the announcement, because that was the speculation. That Rennes was going to make the announcement at the exact same time as Celtic. Now, on there's that many fake Rennes accounts. Take it Rennes doesn't have an official Twitter. Who cares about Rennes? It's all about Celtic. Who cares about Jota? Who cares about Kyogo? It is all about Celtic. Confirmed. And the video... wait a minute. Celtic have just took down a pinned post. What are Celtic playing at? Celtic Twitter has just deleted a post. Welcome home, Jota. Get the full story. Celtic have just deleted a video that was on Twitter that was showing you Jota playing with the Celtic badge. Celtic have just deleted that right now, and they're going up with the full story. They are going with the full story that we've just done. Absolutely brilliant news. Absolutely perfect. Calm down, Baz. You wet yourself. You know that buzzing feeling. Look, now get KT in the door. I think it's been double announcement incoming. Could there be a double announcement incoming? No, there's a lot of stuff still to go on with the fact that Celtic are trying to get the KT deal done, but that will take a couple of days. That's on Facebook, Baz. Is it on the Facebook? They've just deleted it off the Twitter page, and that Celtic video, they have just deleted it off Twitter, unless it wasn't meant to be on social media. But they have got the official Jota is back. Let me get that picture up. He's got his... Hey! Oh, look at him. Oh, bless the Lord. Bless him. He's back in town. He's back. Welcome home, Jota. Jota, welcome home is the picture that Celtic now have out absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. There is one guy that can entertain the Celtic fans, and Jota is that person. Jota is one person that can entertain the fans. And just imagine, can you just imagine him and Nico Kuhn on opposite side of the pitch? Absolutely, we're going to absolutely rip it up. All we need now is for Brendan Rodgers to get some players in that we can make two up front, because when it comes to it, Jota's back in paradise. Welcome home, Jota. There's the picture that Celtic have just put out. It is official. It's done and dusted. Happy days. Look at the smile on him. Can you just imagine the next time we're at home at Celtic Park and they bring out Jota before the game. They bring him out before the game in the warm-up, and it's just going to be unbelievable. Celtic have to do the right thing and open up the stadium today. Allow the fans in to see the prodigal, the return of the son from Portugal, their superstar from Portugal. They need to get that done and dusted and get it. Open up the stadium and let us in to see the man himself, because there's going to be a lot of fans that will try to get along there today. Anyway, that is you cannot make it up. In other Celtic news, there's no other Celtic news, is there? That is it for today. Celtic seal the deal. Brendan Rodgers, no surprise. Celtic have given all their statements out to the media. $5.5 year deal. That's a massive deal. 5.5 years. The terms of the transfer have not been disclosed, but Celtic are understood to have paid a fraction of what they paid from Al Hattara. Now, they're still saying around about 8 million, so I don't know where you're getting the 5 million from. So the Scotsmen are still saying it's a fee of around 8 million, but he will be contracted until Celtic until 2030. So I don't know where they're getting the 5 million from, but it is what it is. The fact that Celtic have got a fantastic player back. Now, it could be up to 8 million that Celtic are going to pay, but who cares? Who cares? He's buzzing to be back. It's in the Celtic DNA. Times have changed with a new team, teammates, new coach, but the idea and the path that we always aim for is to go forward. Part of the DNA in Celtic he wants to go on about. He says, just come here and help as much as possible and contribute to the team achieving big things, just like the past. He's here to win trebles. He's here. Jota for 9 in a row. There we go, we said it. Jota for 9 in a row. Jota is here. Commitment was moved to Scotland permanently. Swim over it rhymes. Can't wait for the Jerry McCulloch video. Yep. One door closes, another one open. Exactly. Absolutely brilliant news. Go on, Celtic. Absolutely buzzing with that news that Jota is officially back, and we were live at the exact moment that Celtic did release the information, which is pure by chance. But in other news, Luis Palma could be heading to Greece, and just at the exact same time, there's another really important piece of information that came out just at the same time that shows all the work that's going on in the background at Celtic. Celtic are looking to bring in Kieran Tierney on loan until the end of the season. It looks like, why bring him in on loan? Just make them an offer. Surely they won't want that much for him. Anthony. Surely they will not want that much for him. Celtic are expected to approach Arsenal to discuss the conditions of a possible loan deal for Kieran Tierney. Why would you loan him? I take it, they must be wanting 10 or 15 million or something crazy to see out the last 6 months of his contract. And Celtic are playing it clever. They're like, look, you can either loan him or we'll hang off. We're not giving you any money for him. It's as simple as that. We were quick enough in taking the money from you years ago, but we're certainly not going to give you any money back for Kieran Tierney. He's out of contract at the end of the summer, and we'll take him for free then. But if you would like to loan us the player, will Celtic really pay half his wages? Will Celtic pay half his wages? This is going to be some ending to the transfer window. It's going to be the biggest buzzing end to a transfer window that we've had in a long time. Just close the door on Taylor. 110 in a week in wages. Yeah, I mean, that's 110,000 a week in wages, but we're going to go in and try and loan the player. It's crazy. It's for what you're going to pay in that half his wages. Surely you'd be better putting together a package and saying get him back in. Pay his wages for the loan. That should be the fee. Exactly. That's what I would have thought. Maybe that is something that the Celtic hierarchy are going to try and work on. And you never know. We may have Kieran Tierney back here full time before the end of the transfer window, which is absolutely even better news. Brendan Rodgers always says we try to come out a transfer window. We do try to come out a transfer window stronger, and it's going to be the case this window again, whether we like it or not. Terence Murray, welcome to the One Celtic Fans View, Terence Murray, membership. Jota on the wing. Arsenal need to deregister a foreign player to sign a new one. That's interesting. That's interesting that they do need to do that. So hopefully, it will be the case that Kieran Tierney comes back in through the door. But there is still the stance with Greg Taylor. And there is also the issue with Lewis Palmer. Now, if Lewis Palmer leaves the club, I mean, is Jota really a direct replacement for Lewis Palmer? Well, Lewis Palmer was meant to be the replacement for Jota. I just hope that nothing happens with Dies and Maida over the next couple of days, because then you could then say that that's actually made us a little bit weaker if Dies and Maida was to leave. But hopefully he does not. Our superstar for Portugal, that's all we're happy about. Yep. We'll go over the Celtic statement again. They haven't put anything... They've done an interview for Celtic TV, but nothing on that. There is a sneaky video going on that Celtic did delete and they've rechanged the pinned one. Oh, they've done another video. Our superstar for Portugal is back. Yeah, they've got a montage of Jota, hashtag Jota 2030. Hashtag Jota 2030. Better turn that down, okay? Yes! You'll see that on other socials. Absolutely brilliant. It's a player that wants to be with us. It's a player that is absolutely buzzing to play for Celtic, and that's the most important thing. You know, players can come and go, and I think we all kind of felt disappointed when the information came out that Kyogo wanted away. And her heart sank the day after getting to the knockout phase of the Champions League. It should have been such a phenomenal day for all Celtic fans. And the fact that we never seen it coming. Nobody really seen it coming. People could say that they had information and whatever. Let's get the Jota video up. Let's get the Jota video up here. I'll need to turn the volume down. Celtic will now be raging at this point because you're stealing our stuff, Baz. Not a chance. And we'll get Jota's video up there. There is the Jota video that Celtic have just put up onto Twitter. Welcome back, Jota, welcome home. Get in there. Absolutely brilliant. The scenes. This is what he's back for. He's back to win trebles. He is back to just run the riot in Scottish football. And he's a player that is absolutely buzzing to be back for Celtic. And Celtic have put out this montage. Big thanks to Celtic FC who put that on Twitter. Welcome home, Jota. Yeah, welcome home, Jota. And you've got to say, it's brilliant. It is absolutely brilliant. He is back in town, confirmed. Get KT done. Get a striker in the door. And I tell you one thing, we are going to have one hell of an end to the season. Now, Jota will be able to play in the next round. All the best to Kyogo, but it's alright now. Jota's home, says Lorna. Yep. Who's this guy, Jota? Probably a bit rusty, but welcome home. I don't think you can be rusty. I mean, you can't be that rusty. Parkhead boy, get to a positive, negative. Come on, pal. There's no negativity on here. Welcome home, Jota. Welcome home, Jota. Is it? He is confirmed. He's back. Neil says Keith Robertson. Oh Jesus! An absolute meltdown in the comment section. That goal Jota scored against Rangers is world class. All the goals. I mean, Jota. What we're getting. Jota is home. Yoto. Joto. Oh Jesus, honest to God. Right, the good news is, the absolutely fantastic news is that Celtic have got a player back. He's hardly played in 2 years. That means it's like putting him in cold storage then, isn't it? What's with the negativity? That means that he's not much chance of him getting injured, right? He will still be physically fit. He may not be match fit, but he'll still be, if he's been in and around the team, he's been, people talk as if he's had no game if having no game time's actually benefited Celtic then, right? So it's not aged his body or whatever. He's still training every day. Give the boy a break. Class never leaves you. He's not played in 2 years. For fuck's sake, honest to God, that means he's fresh as a daisy. Do you know, there's been no wear and tear on his body. It's a perfect situation for Celtic. Celtic have played a complete blinder in this situation. Let's sell a player for 25 million, right? Let's leave him out there for 2 years and then bring him back out of cold storage, and he's hardly played, and people say he's hardly played. Come on, get up, yous. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank goodness Brendan Rodgers is the manager. Thank goodness Brendan Rodgers is Jota 25 on a 5-year deal. What a piece of business. Exactly. Kaiser, exactly. What a piece of business. To sell him for 25 million, and then even if we have paid 8 million for him, right? We sold him. We're bringing him back on a 5.5-year deal. 5.5 years. If we keep him for 2 seasons and 3 seasons, and then he gets sold again, as Jota's coming into his prime as a player, Jota's still a couple of years away for getting anywhere near his prime. We could sell him again for 30 million in 3 years' time. And as I tell you, only Celtic could do that. Only Celtic could do it. Jota needs the love for the fans. Yes, and that's what he spoke about. That's what he did speak about. We'll go over what Jota did say again. He says, speaking exclusively to Celtic TV after signing for the club, Jota said, "It's very nostalgic for me because it was such an amazing feeling and all the moments that I felt through my 2 seasons here. I am just delighted to be back. I am really excited. I cannot wait to start. The best thing in Glasgow, besides Celtic, obviously, is the people. And I feel like I need a place with soul." He says, "This is where I feel like home. This is definitely..." And I said this in the video this morning. And it was the other day. I said, maybe it just takes like Brendan to put a wee cosy blanket around Jota and say, "Come on, son. Come on back home." You know what I mean? It's like, there's Brendan, the grand old... "Come here, son. In you come. Right, let's get you back to being fucking absolutely brilliant again." Jota then went on and said, "I'm so excited. The last year and a half has had its ups and downs," said Jota. "But that's life, and that's how football is. Now, I can't wait to work hard, to get along with the lads again, and just flow." Jota spoke about the pivotal role that Brendan Rodgers played in him coming back to Celtic. "The manager was crucial in me coming here because he told me what he wanted from day one. He was really good in the discussions and he was very honest. In the end, we believe in each other. For me, that is the most important thing," said Jota. "Someone who believes in me and someone that I believe in. I think a really exciting time to be working with someone who's achieved so much and has given so much joy and happiness to the Celtic family. Times have changed. Teammates, new coach, but the idea and the path that Celtic always aims for is to go forward, and it's here. It's part of the DNA at Celtic. Fast attacking football. Sit down, hold my pint, says Brendan Rodgers. No more side to side passing football. The boys are back in town and absolutely buzzing for it. There is no more, absolutely no more of your side to side passing football. He says, let's get into the comment section. I think the signing of Jota could get the best out of Paulo Bernardo. I think so also. Jota knew wanted back Celtics in his heart. Yep, a few months ago I said Kun will be much better than Jota. Now we will find out exactly. That was the question. He lives more than James Bond. That was the question. Who was the better player? Breaking news, Rennes have confirmed that Kyogo is officially a Rennes player. Who cares? Who cares? I don't even want to see him in another shirt. I don't want to see Kyogo in another shirt. I think the fact that I can't wait for the Chris Boyd meltdowns after Jota destroys the Huns. Can you imagine this as a Celtic front line going forward? You've got Nico Kuhn on one side, right? You've got the man himself, Jota, on the other wing. And then you've got Dyson Maida running through the middle until the end of the season. Oh, Jesus. There's now defenders in Scottish football going, come on, man. We just got rid of Kyogo. Give a break. It's absolutely brilliant that he is back. Have they released his number as yet? They haven't released their number. Let me just jump back to Celtic, see if they have updated anything. They've just updated that picture. A superstar for Portugal is back in town. Celtic will milk this all day, and quite rightly so. 8 minutes ago, the best thing in Glasgow besides Celtic is the people. I need a place with a soul where I feel at home. There is no better match than Celtic. I am really excited and can't wait to start. See the full version on Celtic TV. And this is see the full version on Celtic TV. Oh, wait a minute. We have it. Here we go. The first interview by Jota.
Jota,
he's
welcome
home.
Back. What can I say? It almost feels a bit surreal to see you here again
Oh,
at Celtic Park.
man.
Describe your feelings as you return to the club.
Yeah, I would say that the first one that comes to mind is definitely nostalgic for me, because it was such an amazing feeling and moments that I felt through my 2 seasons in here. And yeah, just delighted to be back. I'm really excited, and I just can't wait to start.
How did this move come about? We last saw you here, of course, 18 months ago. You went to Saudi, then France. So what brought you back to Glasgow? Was it the weather?
Glasgow!
No, that's definitely not the weather. I'm very critical about it. But as I always say, the best thing in Glasgow, besides Celtic, obviously, it's the people. And I feel like I need a place with soul, a place where I feel at home. And this is definitely something that I was looking for. And I think there is no better match than Celtic.
So in the short term and maybe the medium term, what?
To win matches, to give joy to the fans, the happiness in the kids that come to the Celtic Park. I think that's something that always made me really happy once I saw the young guys dreaming about it, because I was once just like them. And in the end, it's about like winning titles, and that's what we are here to.
Jota is back. Jota is back. Celtic will obviously release the full version of that on Celtic TV. They might release a bit more on YouTube later on, but he is back in town. That was the first interview by Jota. Absolutely fan-friggin-tastic. Best news ever. And they're confirmed. Oh, wait a minute. This is an interesting one. This is one that Celtic fans thought may happen. with regarding Lou Barry. Now, when Lou Barry obviously didn't get signed, Jota comes in the door, but Hull City are in advanced talks with Aston Villa to sign Lou Barry on loan. So there is an interesting one. But who cares about Lou Barry? And there's a picture of Kyogo. I didn't want to see that. Oh, Jesus. Reds have confirmed that Celtic striker Kyogo Furuhashi for 10 million. There we go. Face smiles. Can't he speak a word of English nearly, but he's going to speak French all of a sudden. Good luck to him. Good luck to Kyogo, but we've got Jota back. And that is what is better than anything. Let's jump into the comment section. Let them have Barry. Yep. Let them have. Rens have announced Kyogo. No special number for George Michael. And the thing is, he hasn't aged a bit. He hasn't aged one bit. When you see the video that Celtic put out, I'm going to get. It's going to blatantly just. There we go. There's the picture that we all wanted. We'll get that up on the screen right now in place of that one. Image 2. And just add this onto this here. There we go. There's two pictures of Jota. Two pictures of Jota back. There's the first picture of him with his smile, and he still looks like George Michael to this day. Absolutely brilliant. Breaking news. We went live just as Celtic announced the confirmation that Jota, that man, is back. There was also news coming out that Celtic are trying to get a loan deal for Kieran Tierney until the end of the season. They are in advanced talks with Kieran Tierney, and they have all but confirmed that Kieran Tierney will be back at Celtic. I'm getting gifts and everything sent. Celtic have almost nothing's confirmed as yet when it comes to Kieran Tierney, but Kuhn and Jota on the wings. Watch out, everyone. Can you just imagine it? Jota on one wing and Kuhn on the other. I mean, when Kuhn turns it on, I mean, is Jota the type of player that Kuhn will only get better with? Can he make Jota even? Can Jota make Kuhn even better? That's the thing that we need to think about. A good striker and KT returns, and this will be a very special team. I think that we're now. Yeah, you think Yang will be off? Yang's about to be thinking. He's thinking about it. Rules the news airwaves. Yep, it was just pure coincidence. We managed to go live at the very time, the very moment that Celtic announced it at 2:30. It was 1:30 back home. So anyway, it's going to be hard for him to displace Dyson in his form. Angling Ayrshire, you will see Dyson Maida play as a striker. Dyson Maida plays as a striker for the national team, and I think that Dyson through the middle. Could you imagine the fear of pace? Could you imagine the pace with Dyson Maida running through the defenders? Jota, Kuhn and Maida. That's a front three that if we bring in another defender, and imagine you go to 4-4-2. Imagine a game where we play two strikers. You've got Adam Ida getting the high balls. Never mind, I was going to say Kyogo. You've got Dyson Maida then running into the box with pace, and then you've got the wingers creating absolute mayhem. Jota 23. He's not 23. He's never. No, it's not even come out. Jota will get number 7 when Palmer leaves. Jota can't get number 23 because we've got a Celtic player that's still registered with us that's out on loan that's 23. So you can stick your 23. Kuhn and Jota will try to outdo each other, which will be brilliant. Exactly. Could you just imagine they two will try and outdo each other for goals. They'll outdo each other for goals, which I think will be absolutely. It's looking so good for Celtic. Absolutely so good for Celtic. Let me just see. Just updating this. I knew Celtic were up to something earlier. Absolutely brilliant. 5.5 year deal. 5.5 years deal. Proper unskilled incoming. There is that. It could be time to go 3-5-2, especially if KT comes in. I think if we get rid of Greg Taylor, if you think about the formation change, I don't think would he play? There's more chance of going to a 4-4-2. Could it be the change? We're not talking about Maida for the European game. We're talking about in general, mate. We're not talking about the midweek game. But when you look at it, could Brendan Rodgers be about to change the tactical side of football and maybe even go to a 4-4-2? Or maybe he's going to go to a 4-2-3. What? I have no idea. Anyway, I'm sure Brendan Rodgers will have it all worked out. I'm willing to bet that Jota gets at least 10 goals between now and the end of the season. You're taking Jota to land 10 to 15 goals. 10 to 15 goals between now and the end of the season. Easily. If Jota comes in and hits the ground running like we expect him to do. I've been saying it since last Christmas. Last Christmas I gave you my heart. The very next day I gave it away. This year to save me from tears, we're giving it to Jota. It doesn't rhyme, but who cares? Anyway, that's me done and dusted. We will be live at 8 o'clock Celtic part-time tonight. What are we going to talk about tonight? Because Jota is in the door. Yes, Jota is in the door. He's coming back. KT's on his way back. Could we punt Hatate to Rennes, says Liam. Could we punt Hatate to Rennes? Well, you never know. Stranger things might just happen in football. The mighty green machine keeps rolling along. Welcome home, Jota, says Neil. Anglo Inertia says, Kaiser, I don't think we would get overturned. No, I don't think that. Will we change our formation? Well, that will be something that we can talk about tonight. 8 o'clock Celtic part-time. There's going to be lots to talk about because, let's face it, Jota is home. Jota for 55. Lorna Gallagher knows it. Maybe I should just keep milking this. It's the 637 folk on. We'll be that on the right. Jota 55. Let me just double check if there's any other. Kyogo Furiashi leaves Celtic to sign for League One Rennes. Kyogo exit confirmed. Kyogo breaks silence on great years. Suppose we need to give Kyogo some little bit of news. Kyogo, this is what Kyogo Furiashi said when he joined Rennes. I'm really looking forward to getting to know Stade Rennes and my new teammates. I hope to make a rapid contribution to the team's performances. You mean the battle to stop relegation? After some great years with Celtic, I was looking for a new challenge in a recognised league. You fucking cheeky wee shite. In a recognised league. The headline should be Kyogo takes sideswipe at Scottish football. Jesus, that's a bit disrespectful, Kyogo. I'd never expected that. I was looking for a new challenge in a recognised league. Physically and technically, the league is very competitive. The coach and directors told me how much they wanted to bring my qualities and experience. The club is not in a position it's been in for the last few years. Our objective will be to climb back up the league table. I feel ready to give my all with Rennes. I don't like the wee sideswipe that Kyogo. I don't like that. I thought he would have been better than that. But anyway, it is what it is. Kyogo has a sideswipe at the Scottish League, saying that he wanted to go to a recognised league. That'll be the headlines tomorrow. That'll be the headlines. Taylor out the door. Taylor out the door. Jesus. Jota will wear number 55. Let's hope it is. Maida through the middle. Yep, I think Dice Maida will play through the middle. Lorna says, "Okay, Kyogo, shush." That's just sort of, it is. And why did he have to say that? Hello for Vietnam. Ray's in the house. Brilliant to see Jota's back. Well played for the Broad. Credit where credit is due. And it's got to be one of the best bits of business done ever. Exactly. Exactly. When you think about all about what the international manager said, yeah, Kaiser, you're right actually. Do you know you're right about what the international. But anyway, Jota's a Celtic fan, and Jota's back, says Roberto, and it's great to see Jota back. But as it's because the Japanese manager didn't give him a shout because of Scottish football. Well, I still think that it's not lost in translation. Ray, he knew exactly what he was saying. But anyway. It is what it is. He's out the door. Hopefully now Celtic can make this the week of all weeks. We need a striker in. We've got a winger in. We still need a striker. Google Translator failed at what he said, really. Yeah, I don't think that Google Translator does it for for STV. Kyogo from sweet to sour in one sweet go. Yep. There's your sweet and sour for you. There's Kyogo. Jota 55. Is Jota really 55? It'd be absolutely brilliant if he does. I hope Rennes get relegated and Kyogo Rue's leaving Celtic in the Champions League for French First Division. Exactly. Celtic should release a statement that says we sold Kyogo because we wanted a better striker. Exactly. But it is a terrible swipe at the Scottish League. And no matter what you think of it, but to come out and say that he wanted to play in a recognised league. And was he saying that he wanted to play in a recognised league when he followed Ange Postecoglou here? Anyway, I don't know how France is classed, but top of the league in Portugal, Netherlands have better leagues. He's bottom three. He's went to. Let's put this into perspective, right? Let's put it into perspective. We've just signed Jota from Rennes. Rennes are bottom three. They're the third bottom club, right? They're sitting third bottom in the French league, and they're fighting relegation. They're in a relegation battle. Who's got the better deal here? Come play Champions League football. Get a half decent wage for it. Come to a place that you love. Look at this. Listen to the statement that Jota said. He's coming back. Just think how many Celtic fans are waiting on Rennes get relegated. Oh, it's yep. It's true. It's true. Fairly similar to what Guidetti said about Scottish football, the weasel. Rennes are the French Ross County. Yeah, they're that. It's still better league, Baz. The French league is a better league. But when you're going to a relegation battle and there's a chance that you might get relegated, they've won 1 out of the last 5 games. They've lost the last 4 out of 5 games. If that's what he wants, so be it, Ed. So be it. Rennes got the better deal, said love it. Not a chance. Top 5 leagues, Spanish, the English, German, Portuguese and Italian. Yep. Yeah, I would say you're right, Kaiser. I don't see the French league as being up there. I don't. We're definitely going to throw my scarf out the window. Got to throw his scarf out the window. Absolutely brilliant. But anyway, the breaking news, when we went live 52 minutes ago, we went live, and at the exact same time as we went live, Celtic announced that he's back in town. Yes, this man walked straight back onto our timelines at the exact same time that we went live, just 53 minutes ago it was now, and it was absolutely the best thing. We were actually going live because there was a little bit, now we don't know if Jota is at Celtic Park at the moment, and Celtic have put out that, but there was, it wasn't that one, it's this image. There was an indication that there might be something going on if you're attending the stadium this week. I take it that will be for the tickets, really, for people going down to Birmingham. But yeah, they put out that and you thought there's something in the air. Yep, and that something in the air was welcome home Jota. Jota, welcome home. Celtic put that out. Absolutely fantastic. At the exact same time, Kieran Tierney has been announced that Celtic want to go in for a loan deal for Kieran Tierney. What a time to be a Celtic fan. This takes me back to Brendan Rodgers' first time at Celtic, and it reminds me of the team that Brendan Rodgers was putting together for potentially staying together to win 9 in a row. This year will be a fantastic year for Celtic. We are going for 55. 55 is in the bag again. Kyogo wanted to play in a more recognised league. What's the Champions League if it's not recognised enough for him, says Boy for Benny Offer. Spot on. And he's number 17 again. As you know, I mean, we don't know. Celtic haven't put it out as yet. Celtic will release little snippets of information. We get Tierney now in the summer. We're trying to get Kieran Tierney on loan. We are trying to get Kieran Tierney on loan. Who was the last player to come back for a second spell? Not so sure. That's a good pub quiz question, that. But when you look at it, we are now entering a spell where we have a manager that's getting to spend the kind of transfer money that we've never seen a Celtic manager being able to spend before. The club has been run fantastically. We have to nod our hat to the men upstairs. There's a lot that Celtic could do to improve match day experience, ticket transformation between between fans so that there's no empty seats. But at the end of the day, we're going in a fantastic direction. It is again, I said on the run to 9 in a row the last time, I wasn't even on this channel then, but I said privately, we are at a new dawn. And as Celtic going forward, this is another new dawn. This has set another precedent, and Brendan Rodgers has firmly placed a flag in the middle of Celtic Park that says, I am here to stay. This is my Celtic. This is my team. This is where we will make history. We will make our own history. Will Brendan Rodgers stay at Celtic to complete a third 9 in a row? Whoa, get it in there. Anyway, he can't play against Villa. No, he can't play against Villa. But, the last player to come back was Charlie Mulgrew. You're right, Dave Stewart. It was Charlie Mulgrew. Charlie Mulgrew left. He went to Aberdeen and then he came back to Celtic. Parkhead Republican Flip Bland. Yeah, that's the... cracking band. Kyogo is 30 and offside 3 against Young Boys. Yep. Sorry, but I'm deleting comments. We'll take a swipe at each other. Good on you, Lorna. Lorna, you have full reign over the chat and keep. Yeah, there's no need to be acting like that lot. You know what I mean? There's no need to be acting like that lot. It's a fantastic day. We should be rejoicing. This is the day that we've all been waiting for. Do you know, it would be a fantastic window if we'd managed to keep Kyogo. But when it came out that Kyogo wanted away, there was only one thing that was happening, right? And he's gone. Fair enough, he's gone. Jota is one of our own. He's coming home. Do you know what I mean? It's brilliant. Brendan Rodgers is here for 20 in a row. Jota on the wing. I just think that when we look at it, I'll be in Friderry this weekend with the famous Parkhead Republican Flute Band. There we go. I just want to hear Rodgers saying, I love Celtic. He can play against Motherwell this weekend. He can play. Foster came back in 2020. Yeah, but that was loan. That was just loan, wasn't it? I've never been so happy. Just amazing, mate. Best run club in the world. I think it is. When we look at it, there's lots to be happy about with Celtic right now. The fact that we sold a player for 25 million, whatever we paid for him, it doesn't really matter what we paid for him. What we've got is a player that really wants to be here. And for him to sign on a 5.5-year deal, that's massive. That's massive. Celtic have just played a blinder. I mean, I don't think he was on a 5.5-year deal when he came to Celtic the first time. Was he not only on a 4.5-year deal? The fact that Brendan Rodgers, John's going to the Brazen Heat, that would be brilliant. That would be brilliant if we went to the Brazen Heat today. It behaves. The French league is a tough league and a better standard. He's arguing now about the standard of the French league. Who cares about the French league? Jota in the toll booth. The fact is, when teams now line up, and if Brendan Rodgers is going to play Dyson Maeda through the middle as a striker for the next couple of weeks, will he have on his wings? He will have. And think about this. God. Jota on one side and Nico Kuhn on the other. You've got Jota and Kuhn saying, I'm going to score more goals than you today. Nah, I'm going to score more goals than you. The two of them absolutely firing it down the wings at each other. Two of them trying to score as many goals as they can. What a time to be a Celtic fan. Just enjoy the friggin' moment, man. Jota, a pint of venom at the Brazen Heath. I hope the Japan boss gets sacked. I hope so too. Jota, Tierney, 50 million out the door and get them both back for 8 million. Absolute belter. Do you know, boy for being offer, you're right. We get 50 million pounds in the bank. How's your father? There we go, 50 million in the bank, and we get the two of them back for 8 million. 8 million. A minute. When you look at it, it's a fantastic piece of business, right? And I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anyone says at all. Selling both players, and say we do get Kieran Tierney back this window, we're definitely getting him back in the summer. But for getting what we did for both those players, getting that for both those players is absolutely fantastic. And then getting them back in the door for 8 million and getting them on 5-year contracts. What Brendan Rodgers is now building is a team that has stability, a team of players that are all on roughly the same amount of contracts. Now, there's one caveat, and the downside of it is once they all come to the end of their contracts, if any of them haven't extended, they will. There'll be a difficult decision to be made in the future about how do you replace these players. But that's for the future. You've got Nico Kuhn on a 5-year deal. You've got Jota on a 5.5-year deal. You're bringing Kieran Tierney back that's going to sign a 3-4 year deal. You've got other players that are in this team that are all on 4-year deals. The stability that we've now got going forward, and what that gives the manager is we now set targets for Champions League. We now think, right, where can we really take this team? How far can we take this team? It's okay winning doubles, it's okay winning trebles. It's hard to do in Scottish football. Make no means about it. And the fact that you can be as good as we can be domestically, but now Brendan Rodgers has thrown down the gauntlet. Brendan Rodgers has thrown down the gauntlet on the day that Jota came back. And he's thrown down that gauntlet to the Celtic board. And the conversations, it takes me back to the conversations that they must have had when they were in Dublin in December. And Brendan Rodgers sits with Dermot and the power brokers at Celtic and says, where do we really, really, really want to take this club? We've dominated Scottish football for 20 years. The domination of Scottish football has been complete. We've done it. It's not now. It is not a case of it just being okay to dominate Scottish football. Now we have to start making inroads in Europe. We have to start making inroads in Europe. This year, the target was to just get to the knockout phase. Get to that first game in the knockout phase. We're building a team of players that can achieve things. Can we get to the last 8? Would that be success for Celtic? We now have to start pushing the boundaries. We now have to start pushing the boundaries when it comes to European football. And I think Kyogo's gone. He's in the past. But that stability that we now have within the club can be something unbelievable. All that needs to happen now is we bring in a midfield player, a holding midfield player that has a real bit of experience at top level. And I think if we can do that, it's going to be absolutely bonkers. And what Celtic have just done, there's going to be defenders in the SPFL that are sitting, having their lunch and going, oh, fucking really? Really? Anyway, Chuck Norris up front, I fancy us for the Champions League. Absolutely. No reason why we can't progress in Europe. Win on Wednesday and we could finish top 8, says Davey Alba. Yep, that has always been my target. I think when you look at the new league format in the Champions League, without doubt, without do a poll, Baz, 1 or 2 weeks. Kaiser, behave. All depends how long you phone me when I'm live. Baz, Kyogo will be back home, so no, he won't. Kyogo's gone. Kyogo's past it. He's 30-year-old. Celtic's never bringing in someone that's over 30 in the striker. Wait to announce a striker, and it'll be full meltdown. Mr. Quinn says give him 10 minutes. Anyway, on that note, Kaiser, I need to speak to you because, Jesus. Absolutely fantastic day. I can't go. There's 733 folk on the live right now. I can't go. We have to stick on. We have to stay around. We have to stick on. Jota is back. Jota loves back post finish, by the way. Amazing. Yep. Jota loves the back post finish. Kuhn loves a nice coming in. Danny says, who will be the new captain for next season? Don't know. It was a naked video call. You should have answered. No thanks, Kaiser. Will we see Jota, Maeda and Kuhn in the same match? Yes, we will. And if so, is Mappy. I think when you look at that potential lineup for a team, now even saying, it has to be said that he's not going to be playing for the game down in Birmingham, but see just having Jota on the bus. Surely we get a flight down to Birmingham. We're not going to fucking take the bus all the way down there. It'd fucking be steaming. It'd be like going to Inverness. But anyway, Barry, Baz, there's no doubt there's no news on the way today. There's more news today. I think so. I'm actually speechless now. Maeda is a striker. Dyson is a striker all day long. And I think going into the Champions League, could this be the best window ever? The best window ever, because if we get through the knockout phase, and then we get to the last 16, and we've got Jota, we get Kieran Tierney back, who would walk over hot coals and broken glass to get back to Celtic. We've got Jota, that as soon as he got the call from Brendan Rodgers, said there's only one place I want to go to, and that's home. Anyway, that's me done and dusted for the now. We will be back at 8 p.m. Celtic Park time tonight. There's been over 4,300 people on the live so far. It's currently 668 people. The sexiest window I've ever seen, says Kaiser. It is that. And on that note, have an absolutely fantastic day. Look at that wee grin. Look at that. Does that not get you going or what? I tell you. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Have a fantastic day, Celtic fans, wherever you are. Let's get us to 21,000. Never mind that. Look at that number. 21,000 incoming. That's the most important bit of the window. Let's get to 21,000 before the end of the transfer window. Have a fantastic day to all your Celtic fans all around the world.
Lit. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the lit. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party.